Hello guys, and welcome back to Minecraft. This week we are going to be checking out two Minecraft snapshots. Last week's one, which I missed, which was 14w04b, and this week's, which is 14w05b. Obviously because they're different weeks. Right, so this video, like I said, is going to be about the first week, and then another video about the second, or this latest one, this week. So, Moss Stone, you may remember last episode when I talked about the Moss Brick Stone, Stone Brick, or whichever one's where it was. Where is it here? Yeah, the Mossy Stone Bricks. You could craft them using vines. Well, now you can actually craft the Moss Stone. I'm assuming it's supposed to be called Mossy Stone, or Cobblestone, with Cobblestone and vines. So it is craftable now, which is great, so you don't have to go running around trying to find dungeons rope, so which is quite easy. I don't think it really matters where you put it in the crafting table, but yeah, it's a nice little change. Moving on. And we're going to check out there's been a slight change to where you can place buttons now. So you can still place them on regular blocks. If I grab some here and this little spawn egg here, and you will find out soon enough why I've done that. But if we have a look, there is a villager here in a little trapped area surrounded by fence. He can't get out because he's more than 2 blocks tall. And we have a dispenser here full of fire charges. And a row of redstone. I wonder what that's for. Well, normally you would just place a button on the side of a face, like so, and then hit it and it'd fire it off. But now what you can do to buttons is you can now place them on floors and ceilings. So in this case, boom. So it actually goes down and it does work. Right click, boom. And poor old villager there is going to take fire damage. Oh, what a shame. Nope, I didn't want to do that. That was a bit of a silly meat. Let's just reconnect that back up. No, actually, we didn't want to do that, did we? And then if we go down here, we can do the exact same again. Oh, why is that not working? Oh yeah, we need redstone at the bottom of there. And boom. So that's going to add a lot new viable options for adventure maps, which is going to be great. You can actually hide buttons a lot better now, especially like than before, because before you can only put them on on the walls, but now you can put them on sort of floors and ceilings, which is cool. The next change is to item frames, and it basically adds a new kind of redstone input to them. So what I've got here is, and if I just get rid of these, because we don't need them anymore. Now, I've got a locked door here. Now, I could just open it up by using a lever, quite simply, and put it down, and boom, we can get in. But that's not the point of this. This point is to show off the item frame. Now, what it allows you to do, and if we grab ourselves an arrow, or redstone, it doesn't really matter which item you use, but I'm just using an arrow for purposes. It actually shows you, right on the top there, the arrow. So, the way this works is if there's no item in an item frame, and you may see the particle effects, I don't know if that's permanent or not. If you have no item in the item frame, it's not going to emit a redstone signal, but as soon as you put an item in, what it's going to do, if we come around back of here, it's actually going to emit a 1 block redstone signal, as you can see. Now, what that will allow us to do, and you have to have the capacitor behind there, or the comparator block, which one it is, the comparator, otherwise it won't work. If you just have redstone, it won't work. It needs the comparator to actually register the item there. Now, items in item frames can now be rotated by 45 degrees. Now, when I rotate this, 45, it's now at the 90-degree angle. I come out here, oh wow, it's gone 2 blocks. So you can tell where this is going to go. So if I keep rotating it round, so this is 3 blocks, 4 blocks, 5 blocks, boom, the door opens. Because now the signal is strong enough to reach that door underneath here, and now it opens the door up and we can get in. Now, what this allows us, you'll be able to do is, in adventure maps, more or less, like most of these updates have been towards adventure maps, is you can actually now use these kind of stuff for combination locks and all this kind of stuff. So if I reset it back to the default position, it's going to close the door and reset the redstone signal to only emit 1 block. But again, if I just remove this, like so, it's now going to have no redstone signal whatsoever. So it's going to be quite good for opening locked or secret doors, you know, have an item frame, rotate a few times, because you never know what it might actually unlock, which is going to be kind of neat. Now, moving on, we're going to check out a change to mobs dropping items on death. Now, certain mobs, like the, if we have a look here, the Iron Golem and the Zombie Pigmen, well, I don't know if there were a slight change, but you have to be a player in order to get the drop. But now it looks like the change has been reverted to, so now mobs can now drop items like, in this case, the Zombie Pigman can drop his gold nuggets, and the Iron Golem can drop his iron nuggets, I think by fall damage or any other kind of damage in this case. So what I'm going to do, put Pigman down, like so, and now I'm going to drop an anvil on his head. Now this may take a few times, let's find out. Instantly kills him, and oh wow, first time around, we actually got a gold nugget, look at that. which is kind of cool. So like I said before, you had to kill them manually yourself, but now that this allows you to have some kind of automatic generation or mob farm, so it means they're a lot more effective now than what they used to be, because if you wanted certain items, you had to actually kill the mob yourself. Going on from that, I want to explain there's been a change to enchantments, or a particular one in this case, which is looting. Now the looting enchantment now gives an extra 1% chance of getting a rare loot per level. So if you've got a level 1 enchantment on looting, then you can get an extra 1% chance of getting that rare drop from, say, a Wither Skeleton Skull, or certain items. What else can you get? Certain rare drops, like a zombie head, creeper head, and all that kind of stuff from mobs. Now I can't really demonstrate this as enough because it took me a long time to actually kill a load of mobs to actually, for a proper size survey, but yeah, I'm not going to bother, but just take my word for it. So if you've got a level 3 enchantment looting sword, or anything that's got a level 3 enchantment on it, then looting, then you're going to get 3% higher chance of actually getting it, and it's a real pain, especially those Wither Skulls, because they're such a pain to get the rare drop. Yeah. And finally, I believe, just before I go over some of the other slight changes, this is probably one of the other major ones, is now you're able to auto-craft mobs, or in this case, it refers more to the Snow and Iron Golem and the Wither Boss. So beforehand, the old way you used to have to do it, I just grab some of these, and just grab one pump, no, it doesn't really matter, but the old way you had to do it was, you had to craft it yourself, jump on top, and boom, there you had the little Snow Golem there, and the Iron one, just grab him. Oop, no, that's not the way you do it. And there you go. That was the old way of doing it. Now, what you can do is you can even skip on that. So I actually need to move these buttons because otherwise it won't work. But if I put down a button on here, just grab this for a second. Actually, no, we'll put a button on top just to show off the feature. There we go. And I hit this button. Oh, it actually won't work because I took the pumpkins out. But what it'll do, boom! Yay, instant snow golem. So the only thing you have to do now is place down your snow blocks, but to automatically create them, you don't need to anymore. So you can just come up here, boom, oop, boom, and yeah, another snow golem. And it's the same again for the iron, so it's not really much of a... I can't really place that there again, because the button's in the way, but you get the idea. It's really kind of neat. Boom, and there we go, instant iron golem, although they kind of like do glitch into the wall and start killing themselves to death. But yeah, so you don't even have to be able to do that anymore, which is really neat. I didn't want to do that. Oops. And I believe that's it. Oh, the snow golem is trying to shoot the skeleton, but failing miserably. Oh, knocked him off. Wow, nice. So I think let's just go over some other changes which have come in this snapshot. There's not many more. Let's have a look here. This is quite good having an iPad, which has got the screen on. Saves me having to look out myself. So there's been quite a few bug fixes. New AI mob see-through invisibility. Okay, that's kind of cool. Skins have been slightly changed. The F3 debug screen has also changed. There's a new command, I believe. Oh, added the ability to filter block types in the fill command. Okay. Anything else that I've missed? Village mechanics. Doors are now added to the closest village. This will not break iron farms, but change them a little enough to make them practically pointless. Wow, nice. So I think that's been everything. Yeah, I think that's been everything. So thanks for watching, guys. Please rate, subscribe, comment as always. If you have any hints or tips, then please leave them in the comments below. And catch me next time for the next snapshot, which will be this week's snapshot of 14w05b. But until next time, guys, I'll catch you later. Bye. Well, there's one change I actually forgot to completely put in here, and that is villagers will now actually harvest crops, which is absolutely amazing. They will also replant them as well, although they will pick up the crops as well. I'm not sure. Wait, but you get out of here, pig. So I can see a good side and bad side to this, and our villagers will actually, certain ones anyway, in this particular case the farmer one, will actually go around and collect the drops and automatically reharvest them, as you can see. But I don't believe he will leave them on the floor, he'll pick them up, so it's a good and a bad thing, but it'd be kind of cool to see. So it adds a bit more of activity to the villagers, which would be absolutely cool. But yeah, actually, that's the last thing. I realised after I did my exit, I thought, no, there's one more thing I need to go over, and that's villagers will now, or the farming villagers will now harvest crops. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you later. Bye. But yeah, Creeper, if I left click, whoa, look at that. That is freaky. It's like Terminator mode. It's green. Wow. It's a real cool effect.